Good morning. You made it to the middle of the week and the middle of the month. Are you taking time to enjoy life a little bit more these days? Now that you have plenty of time on your hands and all the distractions of going to work have been removed, have you taken the time to look around at what you have and be thankful for it? For most of us, I would guess the answer is no, because we've all been focusing on the problems in our world and in our nation and even in our own homes. Being at home isn't comfortable for most of us. We want to get out and do things. But in the midst of it, some people just seem happy. With all the craziness that's going on around, there's still those people that just seem to be content. Why is that? Aren't they concerned with the situation? Do they not read the newspapers and listen to the news? Do they not simply care? Well, the answer, I think, can be found in an old story that might give you some motivation to evaluate your life and to take a look at it maybe in a different light. A group of young university graduates decided to visit their old professor. And during the visit, each of their conversation turned to work and what was going on in their lives, and each of them began complaining about the difficulties and the struggles and the problems that they had. One young man said, "I never seem to have enough money to pay all the loans, the bills, the school loans, the car, the house. It's all just too much." Another man said, "Well, my boss wants me to work all these long hours and I still don't get a raise." And another said, "The wife and the kids, they're driving me crazy. It seems like I never get any time to myself." Well, the old professor just listened and smiled. And after they finished their complaining, he leaned back in his old chair and he said, "What you guys need is a nice cup of coffee." And with that, he got up and went into the kitchen. He returned a short time later holding a pot of coffee and a tray. And on that tray were many different cups. Some of the cups were fine crystal. They were delicate porcelain ones with beautiful handles. And others were made out of cheap glass and a few were even plastic and styrofoam, all on this tray that he's carrying. Some of the cups obviously were very elegant and very expensive. Others were a little bit more cheap and not so fancy. He gave the tray to the graduates and asked each of them to take a cup. And afterwards he said, "Notice how all of you picked out the beautiful cups. The simple and cheap ones, the styrofoam and the plastic, they're all left behind. Now, I know that this seems normal for you because you only want the best for yourself, but this attitude is why you have all the problems and stress in your life. You see, the cup doesn't make the coffee any better or worse. It may be more expensive, but sometimes it's hiding what we're actually drinking. Actually, all you wanted was the coffee and not the cup. But you intentionally picked out the best cups, and later you watched and saw what cups the other men got. Now think about this. Each of your lives is like the coffee, and your money and your position and your social status, that's more like the cups. The type of cup that we have doesn't determine the quality of the coffee. Sometimes when we focus all of our efforts on getting the very best cups, we forget to enjoy the taste of the coffee. So many times we look around and we see that the happiest people are not always the people who have the finest of things. Many times, the happy people are the ones who enjoy life, and they get the most out of it with what they have. What do you have today? Are you enjoying what you have been given? Or are you out there thirsting and desiring to get so much more? Happiness comes from enjoying life and getting the most out of it with what they had. I pray that you have a blessed day today. Each morning, look to this Facebook page for more encouraging videos that'll help lift your spirits. And by the way, if you ever miss a morning, I'm posting every one of these up to my YouTube page, so you can simply go to YouTube and look me up. You'll see every video that I've produced for the Where's Your Faith series. Thank you, and God bless you as you go through your day today.